Antonio Diego, Bane, is, as far as I know, one of Liam's more favorite characters in the show. He is something that is just, it's cliched about high school, and yet it's needed about high school. He's a jock. He's one of those big-time, bigger-than-life characters, especially from the comics, in which he broke Batman's back, and we wanted to translate this character well. For inspiration, we got a lot of character development from past Batman comics from Bane, and we wanted to make sure that he was really written well for the series with a full vocabulary and a very strong demeanor, because Liam wanted to make sure that Bane in this series was more, how should I say this? He was more likewise of his comic book counterpart. He was a transition from the comics, because Liam did not want to go the Tom Hardy route from the Nolan-verse movies. He did not want to go with the Bane who talked like this. Yes, Mr. Wayne, it is I, Bane, and I have come to break your back. When the Gotham High audio drama releases in Christmas, then you have my permission to die. He didn't want that. He wanted the pure Hispanic Bane. He wanted the Bane that translated from the roots of the comics with his Hispanic background. Some of the stuff we had to teeter on a little bit, like his actual backstory, which we do talk about in an episode or two, about him being born into prison. We don't know if we were going to go that route, because we wanted to make it a little more realistic because of high school. So you're going to find out what actually happened with Bane's childhood from the mouth of Bane himself. Antonio speaks about this. But we translated as much as we can, and we gave it a fun high school spin. I mean, we still got the Venom. Venom is now an energy drink. You're going to get a good laugh out of that. Antonio is also on the football team alongside Waylon, and Waylon I'll speak about later. Antonio is just a really fun character, and it's really fun having this wonderful guy voicing him, and he is a really cool voice actor.
I don't know where you guys get off picking on guys smaller than you. No one carries around milk money anymore, so it can't be for that. To massage your ego, you're too smart to think you always have the advantage over someone smaller than you.
The voice actor we have for Antonio originally tried out for Bruce, and that's where a lot of the lines that I am showing you right now came from. It's his voice that came from Bruce, and Liam thought that it sounded good for Bane, actually. He thought it sounded better for Bane, and he told him to try out for Bane. And our voice actor later went into the line readings, and he gave a more gruffer performance, but Liam asked him to do it the way he did for Bruce, and that's what we ended with. We ended up with a nice guy with a really intimidating voice, a nice laid-back, intimidating voice who can speak these lines very fluently. Like, I could say it in this voice. I can't do it justice, but I can do it in this voice, in which I can give the most eloquent of speeches, and it will sound smart, because I am not just muscle. I am not just brawny. I am a pure leaguer of intelligence. And that's what Bane is. We wanted to make sure Bane was intelligent, that he was smart, which is intelligence when I think about it. We wanted to make sure he wasn't just this ball of muscle that we saw from the I don't want to say terrible, but from the Batman or Robin movie, which we still incorporate a little of that into the show as well. I mean, who's to say we can't? But this really gives us a fun chance to work with Antonio Diego as a really interesting character, sticking true to the comics, and our voice actor is doing phenomenal.
Do I really look like someone who cares about being prom king? All I'm here to do is learn and move on with my life.
You're going to like Antonio Diego. You're not going to really hate him, even though he's a big bully in the show. He's going to grow up to be Bane. But I think he's just going to be a really fun character that you're just going to enjoy listening to. The voice actor does a great job speaking the lines, and he's just so interesting. Antonio is a very interesting character, and there's no denying the fact that Liam loves writing for him. You're going to be seeing quite a bit of him in Season 1, and you're going to see a lot of him in Season 2. Antonio Diego is here to stay. He is the muscle of Gotham High, along with Waylon, and there's no saying that this character should go to waste. Bane is just such a great character, and we're just hoping we do him justice because he is Gotham's reckoning.